Good morning, children. So in the last class, we were already started the discussion with respect to the linkages. I told you the linkage is a physical association of two or more genes on a chromosome. Linked genes do not show independent assortment, but linkages are of two types, the complete linkage and incomplete linkage. I told you if the two genes are placed close to each other and are inherited for a number of generations is called complete linkage. Incomplete linkage, it is when two genes are placed far apart and they are separate due to the breakage of chromosomes. They are called incomplete linkage. In this class, we will continue with respect to the recombination as well as the Morgan's experiment on linkage and recombinations. Okay. The recombination, the pregnancy generally while we are discussing, I told you during the formation of the gametes only. So these are all the process will happen. The recombinations, the progeny with non-parental gene combination due to crossing over during the formation of the gametes is called recombinations. Okay, the recombination occur due to the independent assortment or crossing over. So these are all things I told you in the last classes also. Okay, here are the diagrams where you can identify the genes which is present on the chromosomes where they are tightly linked as well as loosely linked. On the basis of this only, the Morgan tried to explain how the recombination is generally happens. Okay. See, this is actually the diagrammatic representation how the Morgan tried to explain about the recombination. The Morgan experiments on the linkages and recombinations, till now it is one of the successful experiments in the field of the genetics. Okay. The Morgan carried out a dihybrid cross by selecting Introcephala melanogaster, which is commonly known as the central of the genetics. The results obtained from two such experiments are given here. The first experiment, okay, whatever he selected, it is also known as the cross first. In this experiment, Morgan crossed a normal wild type male having a brown body. Okay, so it is indicated by the Y plus and the red eye W plus, with the female having yellow body and white eye, that is indicated by yellow body small y and the white eye small w, which is a mutant female. Okay, so we can also say he crossed with the first experiment. He considered with respect to the yellow body white eyed female with respect to the crossing with the brown bodied red eyed male wild type, the y plus plus small w plus plus. Okay, then the second experiment he selected the white eyed miniature wing, that means W and MM crosses with respect to the red eye large winged wild type WW and MM. Okay, so that is nothing but in that experiment whatever they selected, the Morgan crossed with white eyed W and that is miniature winged M, the female with normal wild male having red eye W with normal wing M plus. Okay, yeah, so let us discuss how that experiment was. Okay, so in that, see here the diagrammatic representation, it is present in your NCERT textbook also. As I said in the first experiment, in this experiment Morgan crossed a normal wild type male having a brown body and red eyed with the female having yellow body and white eye, which is a mutant female. In the F1 generation, all the females were wild type, brown body and red eye, while the males expressed both the mutant traits, yellow body and the white eye. Okay, so when these F1 females and males were crossed, that F2 progeny considered 98.7% parental type, that is yellow bodied with the eye type, that is a white eye type, and brown bodied red eye type, and the remaining 1.3% consists of a new combination or recombinants like yellow body and red eye, as well as the brown body and white eye types. Okay, so that is the first experiment. And the second one, as I said, okay, so in the second experiment or the second cause, the Morgan caused white eye and miniature winged female with normal white male having red eye, W plus with normal wing, M plus. In F1 generation, all the females were wild type while the males were white miniature. Then the F1 males and females were crossed. The F2 progeny consisted of 62.8% of the parental type and 37.2% recombinant type. So that is the above observation from the two experiments raised two questions: how do genes get separated or recombined? Why it is happened, and why is the difference in the frequency of recombination in different genes? Okay, so the major findings of the Morgan experiments: the two genes did not segregate independently, and the F2 ratio deviated from the Mendelian law. That is, according to Mendelian, it should come in the dihybrid cross. Somewhat it is similar to dihybrid cross, right? So that it should come 9:3:3:1, and the genes were located on X chromosomes, isn't it? But when two genes were generally situated on the same chromosome, that is homologous, proportion of parental gene combinations was much higher than the non-parental type. This is due to linkages. Okay, and the genes of white eye and yellow body were, as I said, very tightly linked and show only 1.3% recombination. Genes of white eye and miniature wing were loosely linked and showed 37.2% recombinations. The tightly linked genes show low recombination, loosely linked genes show high recombinations, isn't it? And as I said, so the Alfred Stewart used the recombination frequency between two genes, that is pairs of the measuring the distance between genes and mapped their position on the chromosome. The genetic maps are used as a starting point in the sequencing of genome, that is Human Genome Project. Okay, so here a piece of the DNA where you can identify there are three genes. The one gene of the body color, which decides the color of the body, and the gene of the eye color, which decides the color of the eye cornea, then gene of the wing size. Okay, so this is how exactly the Morgan conducted the experiment, and the Morgan was able to answer both the questions, that is, genes separated or shifted because of the crossing over, and the difference in the frequency of recombination depends upon the distance between two genes on the chromosome. So as I said, the Alfred Stewart used the frequency of the recombination between gene pairs on the same chromosome as a measure of a distance between genes in the map at their position of the chromosomes. Okay, so from the above experiment, what is the conclusion? Ultimate conclusion, that is, the experiment depicts that higher the linkage, lesser in the recombination, and the lesser the linkage, higher in the recombinations. So in other words, the genes which are tightly linked will show the lesser recombination. The genes which are loosely linked will show higher recombinations. Okay, so this is very important experiment which comes under the genetics. So further studies we will discuss in very detail, but this is which is present in your syllabus till now. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day.